Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Jedi's point of view here. Today I'm going to be talking about my point of view on just the world around us and kind of my theory on how the Force is actually real in a certain point of view. So I'm going to start off just by showing you guys this video. Let's just click right over to my monitor here and go give this guy some love. Stannis.m.r on YouTube. I'm going to show this video here. I'm going to leave the link in the description here below. Let's just pop this right to full screen and start playing. But these are some of Qui-Gon's quotes. It's just all of Qui-Gon's quotes from the first movie.
Over 1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights were the guardians of peace.
Let's turn it up a little bit. It's probably a really well put together video.
About this.
I'll just kind of react
You're
to
a
this.
Jedi Knight, aren't you?
I'm going to make myself a bit smaller.
I saw your laser sword. Only Jedis carry that kind of weapon.
There we go.
I killed a Jedi and took it from him.
I don't think so.
I
No
don't
one
think
can
so.
kill a Jedi.
I wish that was so. The droid army is about to attack the Naboo. We must warn them. Your Highness, under the circumstances, I suggest you come to Coruscant with us. We'll have to land somewhere to refuel and repair the ship.
Here, Master. Tatooine.
I had a dream I was a Jedi. I came back here and freed all the slaves.
There's something about this boy.
Has anybody ever seen Otter?
I've encountered divergence in the Force. Who was his father?
Are you sure about this?
There was no father.
Trusting our fate to a boy we hardly know?
Ahsoka, a very wise Jedi, once said nothing happens by accident.
It's Skywalker!
Anakin, drop! He was trained in the Jedi arts. My only conclusion can be that it was a Sith Lord. Anakin Skywalker, meet Obi-Wan Kenobi. You've been a good apprentice, Obi-Wan.
It's a great pity that our paths have never crossed before, Obi-Wan.
And you're a much wiser man than I am.
Qui-Gon always spoke very highly.
Yoda, my old friend.
An old friend has learned the path to immortality. They are still coming through.
That cannot be.
Qui-Gon, dead you are. This is impossible!
Obi-Wan, have you done as I asked? Have you trained the boy?
You were the chosen one!
Who is me? You will train the boy.
It was said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them! Bring balance to the Force! Not leave it in darkness!
He is the chosen one.
You refer to the prophecy of the one who will bring balance to the Force.
Master,
You believe it's this Force?
Do you believe you are the chosen one?
how can I know?
I can tell you what I believe. Every Jedi who ever lived. I believe you will bring balance to the Force. Live simply, but you will face your demons and save the universe.
Okay, so that's pretty good.
Master!
No, there you go. He's
Anakin
gone.
will become a
He's
Jedi.
dipping out.
I promise you.
I
You
promise.
will be a Jedi. I promise.
Okay, so he didn't say the one quote that I was hoping you'd say in there, but we'll just jump right back to the full cam. And I was hoping he'd bring up the quote of your focus determines your reality, right? So just let that sit in with your mind for a second here. I'm going to take off my headphones so I can become one with you guys here. So I'm going to start off and just say that I'm personally going on a quest to try to become one with our being, one with myself and being here just as a being, right? And not being, I guess, corrupted by everything around me and everything influencing my life. And it took me a while to get the nerve to actually post this YouTube video. That's why there's been a couple day break between the last one. And I'm just trying to let you guys know that there is more to life than meets the eye. If you sit back and really think and just meditate and just feel, feel everything around you, focus on your breath, and you will feel like you've never felt before. And in this trial I've set myself on to become a Jedi, let's say, My best friend and I have both embarked on this journey, and on Christmas Day this year, 2020, so I guess last year, but 2020 Christmas Day, we started a journey down the Jedi path. And it's because we have come to the realization that humans have lost their way, that we have lost our being, that we are now focused on anything but us as our entity, as our consciousness. We are more focused on I am me, right? I'm this, I'm flesh. I watched this other video and then he gets right into this, but I've read a lot of spiritual things and I've read through a book. It's just the one book, but this book, it's his point of view on 2 words that will change your life today, right? And so that book kind of brought it out of me to become more one with the Force. And that's what I'm trying to get at here. So our first trial was the trial of courage, and it was to get rid of social media like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and just anything that we kind of had wasted too much time on, because I'm 22, right? And so I've been raised on half technology, half not. So my first 10 years of my life, technology was starting to get going. We had like the Wii come out. There was a whole bunch of like hype around the iPod release, and I never had any of that cool stuff until I hit about grade 9. And when I needed to have a cell phone, I had a cell phone and I used it for just communicating with my parents and making sure that they knew I was safe. How you should use a cell phone, just talking to the loved ones that matter to you, not posting a tweet because it makes you feel better about yourself, right? So that's our first trial. It's a trial of courage, we have labeled it, and that was a while ago now. It's the 24th of January. So we've been a literal month. That's crazy. What a coincidence. Okay, weird. Wow. I didn't even think of that. But it's been a month, and my best friend calls me one day, and he goes, hey, like, can you talk? Like, what's up? And I was sitting in my car after work, and he was just like, all right, I think that we can kind of push ourselves out of the initiate phase and go become Padawans. But obviously we have no real master, so our master is just the world around us and us trying to connect and figure out us, our being. And we had a really good talk about how much progression we have seen already just from a month of us trying to figure our being out and become one with the Force. And it has really personally brought me on to a journey that I never thought I'd be going on. And it's incredible, the benefits that it has, just trying to become more spiritually centered with whatever you're focused on. And this guy's focus, Joel Osteen, was God, is God, right? Like Jesus Christ and all that fun stuff. But that's not my belief. My belief that I've chose to believe in is that there's some force that connects us and binds us and has a reason why every living being is here on Earth, because everything is alive, even the tiniest little microorganism, right? And a flower is alive, my cactuses are alive, they listen to us, they talk to us. I talk to them, and if you give them words of encouragement, and they grow better. And that's how my garden experience went this summer. I talked to my garden, and it was better. I literally was around it all the time, cared for it, and it was more fruitful at the end of the harvest, right? So now we're Padawans, and we feel as though personally and spiritually we've moved further along our path than we've ever been before. And my whole goal of this exercise is to become one with the Force, and to become one with everything around us that surrounds us and binds us together as human beings, as beings on this planet Earth. That is magical that we're even here. Right? The possibilities that you and I are born is literally slim to none. There's so much other in the galaxy, but it's the moment that matters, right? And so I've been trying to focus on the moment and my reality more than anything and everything, and feeling, not thinking, and going off of my instincts, like how Qui-Gon did. Qui-Gon felt Anakin had that vergence in the Force, that he was this incredibly rare human, and he just needed to get to know him and train him and make him a better person, and he was the chosen one in the Force, and it turned out to be, right? So my whole point of this is to find my true being and my purpose, being myself and connecting to the world around me. And I hope you guys can also watch this video and sort of take what I've told you and apply it to yourself, because one of my other best friends messaged us last night, and he said all these amazing things, that he knows that playing video games too much is negative for him, and he's found this. He's awoken to his calling. He's trying to find himself and his being. So that's all I have to say, I guess. May the Force be with you, always.